Today we're playing Raise Pass combo deck until I hit Mythic. Hi, it's McFlug52 here. I've played this Raise the Pass combo deck from the bottom of Diamond all the way to one game away from Mythic. I wanted to briefly talk about the deck, play the game, and show off and make some comparisons to the top lists of Raise the Pass available on Untapped. Here is my match history with the deck. As you can see, I'm 34-13. I've had some trouble climbing this season, so you'll notice that there's a pretty straight bar here. I was also playing some more off-the-wall decks, but I found that the mono-white life gain that I played to Mythic last season, I was struggling with quite a bit, and I feel like the meta has shifted actually pretty dramatically in the past week or two, and so I was trying to scope out a deck that would work better. I think Raise the Pass, well, it's been working for me. Maybe I've just been getting lucky, but we've played nearly 50 games with the deck, so I can say confidently that this deck is very strong. And also, I think what's interesting about this deck is a lot of the cards in it are cards that will be staying in standard for a fair amount of time, minus a few. So let's go and compare this deck list to the decks most popular. Comparing to the most popular Raise the Pass list, notably, the Raise the Pass decks are playing Deep Cavern Bat. They're only playing 2 copies of Elas, il-Kor. They're playing 0 copies of Bartolomé del Presidio. Let me know how badly I butchered that. And they're also playing 2 copies of Dewdrop Cure as backup. They're playing 21 lands, which I'm also playing 21, but I'm playing 3 colors and splashing for Tale of Tamiyo. So if we go back to the deck list on my screen, you'll see Tale of Tamiyo is a very unique card in this list. I've dropped the bats for Gnawing Vermins, just because I wanted more self-mill. Tale of Tamiyo is great for self-mill as well. Playing one more Elas, il-Kor, because I think it gives you just another one of these effects that gain you life when a creature enters. And then we're playing a Bartolomé del Presidio, a Bart, which allows us to sacrifice our creatures, which can trigger Elas, il-Kor's death triggers, which is relevant. Though, if you have a really big Raise the Pass and your Amalia gets to exactly 20 power, it'll destroy all your other creatures, and then you'll get all your death triggers with Elas, il-Kor. That is the deck. We have one game to go. What is the Raise the Pass combo? If you're unfamiliar, well, it's a matter of we're playing a bunch of these creatures that gain us life when a creature enters, and then the big card is Starscape Cleric. Whenever you gain a life, each opponent loses 1 life. So if you can get a bunch of life gain triggers, you can go ahead and drain your opponent out. Good way of doing that, putting a bunch of creatures in your graveyard and then reanimating them all at once. So you get all those life gain triggers from each of them, seeing each other enter, and boom, you killed the opponent. So that's generally how the deck plays. Let's go hop into the last ranked game. Hopefully I play with this deck and see if we can do it. If you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing, helps out the channel, and you don't miss out on future videos. Anyways, do we want to keep this hand? Opponent goes first. I think this hand's pretty good to keep. We have lots of things that gain us life. We have a blue source for Tale of Tamiyo, and yeah, Tale of Tamiyo. I splashed this card mainly because I just wanted to play it. I'll be honest here, just because I think the effect it has can be super cool, and there's certain turns where you get really lucky and it draws you like 3 cards and mills like 6 cards, but it's a saga, so when it enters and after your draw step, you put a lore counter on it and you get the effect of the associated chapter. So in this case, you mill 2 cards. If those cards share a card type, we're playing a ton of creatures, 33 and 21 lands, so there's a good chance that might happen. You draw a card and then repeat this process. So that can mill you a bunch, and then the last chapter allows you to exile instant and sorceries from your graveyard and then cast them. So that can help you in those sorts of situations. Now, mono red on the play, doubled Hired Claw. They killed our 1-drop that was supposed to gain us life. Kind of obnoxious. I probably should have played the Lifecreed Duo, but this has Death Touch and 2 power. I don't know. Okay, it looks like our opponent is on some sort of red burn because it cares about casting instant and sorcery spells, so maybe... And they already played a First Lightning, so perhaps that's what they're going for. There's a question of, do we block here? Problem is they might have a Monstrous Rage, or I guess they could have a burn spell, so we'll just not block. If they do have a burn spell, I guess they could target it afterwards also, which is kind of rough. But I think we want to keep our Hard Claw. We drew into all of our pain lands here, which is extra rough, but this might not be the game that we get to Mythic. I'll have to go again. That is okay. Sorry I sound so low energy. I've been not been feeling the best the past couple of days, so. But thought I would share this video, and hopefully we can hit Mythic with this deck. Hopefully I convinced you that Raise the Past is a very cool deck. Well, it's very cool, and it's frustrating to play against. The amount of times I've played against this deck. Alright, we got 2 to go this time. But I was saying, as the amount of times I've played against this deck, and it just feels sort of inevitable. And I've just like lost to it because I don't have mass graveyard exile or any like graveyard interaction. And it's just like, okay, if you don't have an answer to the graveyard, which I've played against a few, like I played against someone who had Leyline of the Void in their opening hand, lost that game. I played against somebody who had a, what is that? Scavenging Ooze. Words are hard. Brain not functioning. Okay, so they're on the Azorius, so they're probably playing, if I had to guess, the that was not what I was gonna guess, but that does work. Can't really block that or we lose a creature. I think we just want to keep our creatures and try and gain some life here. Do need to put cards in the graveyard. We have 3 lands, so we don't feel bad about milling. But yeah, there is an Azorius like Enchantments deck. It used to be playing like, what is it called? Regal Bunnycorn and Leyline Axe, but they swapped out the Axe because it's bad into bounce. Or it can be pretty bad into bounce. Opponent doesn't go for it. Coward. Coward, I tell you. Amalia does like everything we want to some degree because it gets big and it can start putting cards in the graveyard. Amalia is an excellent card for this deck because whenever you gain life, you explore. So you get lands into your hand. Oh my god. If it's not a land, you can either keep it on top of your deck or put it into your graveyard. So it can set up your next draw, but it looks like... Last time I played Mono White Light Beam until Mythic. And I was like 3 games away from Mythic, and I was like, okay, that'll make for a short enough video. This time I was like, okay, that was too rough because we ended up losing, and then I had to gain back and everything, everything went, it was a bit messy, the rank climb isn't the smoothest. I was like, okay, what could happen if I go 1 game? Surely 1 game away will be enough like to keep me in the game, or like so that I don't have to play like 10 20, okay, maybe not 20, but I don't have to play a ton of games before I get there. And it looks like we might, oh my goodness, they're 1 land away from their Soulmaker's shop. That's bad. They can attack in with the Bunnycorn. We don't mind chump blocking this turn because we can just send it all to the graveyard. That is absolutely fine with us. We could actually triple chump block, which is probably what we should do. So we send that all to the graveyard. We raise the pass. We get I don't know if it's enough life gain triggers, but yeah, Graveyard Hate. If the opponent has spot removal and you only have one Starscape Cleric, that can be problematic when you go for the reanimation, because... Alright, now the question is also, do I play the Gnawing Vermin before I raise the past, or do I Gnawing Vermin or something after I raise the past? We'll do before. Maybe we hit another Starscape Cleric or something. Just want to fill the graveyard up as much as possible before they raise the past. Okay, that is actually huge. We hit another life gain creature thingy. So that's how many triggers? I don't know. You're going to want to play this deck with auto order triggers on, because otherwise things they get ugly. You can go ahead and... It is a little bit annoying. For each life gain trigger, you generally have to do something with Amalia because it explores, but it is definitely worth it in this deck because you can set up your next Raise the Past. But I think we just won the game because I think I saw 16 life gain triggers, and then we can swing in for 2 damage. And each life gain trigger will deal 1 damage. Okay, we can just keep that on top. 8. I think we'll be fine. It won't nuke the board. Even if it nukes the board, it's whatever. It's actually good because we blow up all their creatures. It only kills creatures. Amalia is like... destroy all other creatures if its power is 20. And then... Perfect lethal. I don't think they... Ooh, they can go their Anchorage. They can actually activate their Anchorage. Well, let's make them do it. Not like this thing is going to block anyways. Did they hit the land drop? Please no land drop. Okay. Well, the opponent doesn't have a response. They know that we have to raise the pass on our deck, so we get to rank up one more. Okay, the 1 land 1 keep strategy. Do we go for it? Honestly, I think there's a chance this works because we do have the Snarling Gorehound and we're on the play. No, on the draw would mean we're more likely to draw a land, but this just gives us some surveil, so maybe... I'm going to try it out. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, 1 game away is never 1 game away. We'll see how long it takes, though. I was hoping to keep this video short and sweet. There's a reason I went to only 1 game away. Perfect top deck. Hallelujah. It is very nice here. Play the Hinterland Sanctifier. I don't think it really makes too much of a difference. If it's a land we keep, that means we can play out. Or like Starscape Cleric. Notably, the only thing that we're worried about is like exile removal. So if the opponent's playing like exile sweepers, that can make things worse. Or like anointed perfectioner. What is that 2 mana removal spell with anointed in the name? Anointed perfect. I don't. It's from the All Will Be One set. I will, or not All Will Be. Yeah, Phyrexia All Will Be One. I forgot. I don't. Oh. Okay, Galta Reanimator, I like it. Just don't kill me this turn, please. Yeah, that's not very good. We have 2 creatures in the graveyard. I'm not swinging in. If they have Galta in their graveyard, who knows what could happen. Alright, tap land. We survive 1 more turn. If we reanimate, we don't really get anything with a Raise the Pass, so this might not be good. Ooh, that's a good sign. There's 1 less card in their hand that could turn this Galta Reanimation. If you want to see Galta Reanimator, a killer Galta Reanimator deck, check out yesterday's video. Or, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before that. But, we get to play Tale of Tamiyo, let's go. But it mills at least 6, and then you can do the thing where you recast your things. But, okay, do we die? Wait, they have no creatures in their hand? opponent. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 life gain triggers. That's not very good. This might be greedy, but we're gonna wait a turn. Because, I mean, we don't kill the opponent, so we might as well. And we can trip, or like quadruple block the Golta to send everything to the graveyard, so we get the triggers for them when they come back. Now hopefully this Tale of Tamiyo 3rd chapter goes crazy. I want to see it double trigger and draws a card. I want to demonstrate what I'm talking about. This is not lethal, but soak up as much damage as possible, just in case the opponent is playing Fling, I guess. Also because we just want them in the graveyard for the Raise the Past triggers. But if the opponent has like a Leyline of the Void in hand, I will lose my mind. Alright. Tale of Tamiyo hit good. Some life gain creatures into the yard would be nice. Opponent got lots of Goltas in the graveyard. Alright. 2 creatures. It draws his card, repeat. 2 lands. Alright, well, hopefully this is lethal. If not, we should have a substantial amount to go ahead and block with. Amalia goes to the graveyard. I wonder if the opponent has spot removal open, because they could have like a Torch the Tower. We're going to have a bunch of big Essence Chambers. Or Channelers. Essence Channelers. But yeah, you can see Bloomburrow came out last year, 2024. And so they'll be legal and standard for 3 years, so it should be until like 2027. Until that. And then Raise the Past is a Foundations card, so might end up nuking our board before we kill them. We should be good. Opponent doesn't want to see this through. Understandable. GG. That's Mythic, I believe. Right? Alright, what number are we? Time to go find out. So I guess I should say what percentage, because I don't think we're going to be numbered, but let's see. 95%. Okay. That seems about right. Well, that is hitting Mythic with Raise the Past. This is the deck. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. All that great stuff helps out a ton. Let me know what you would be playing in your Raise the Past deck, because I know I made some tweaks. I probably made the deck worse, but that does put us at, refreshing, here we go, 36 and 14 for 72% win rate over 50 games, which is a pretty strong set of games. I think I got lucky, actually quite a fair amount. I got like opponents that would just AFK the entire time and then I get a free win. I think that happened like once or twice, but hey man, that's the game sometimes. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, consider checking out the previous video where we played Golta Reanimator, and well, we would reanimate Golta and then we would do a lot of things if we reanimated Golta, because we had a lot of creatures, and then potentially put them all on the board and swing face. So if that sounds interesting, check that out. There should probably be a box on the screen about now. And have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.